Here we go with the final push on tonight's episode. We have Wayne Shelton back with us from the break, and he was getting ready to really drive some detailed points home. So get your ears ready and write down and pay attention to what he is about to say. Wayne, you were just moving into talking about how you get with the levels of communication and all the changes that come up, how you get your staff to take initiative and proactively deal with the changes, help train and cross train each other, and of course, help move that information into the client's lap. So tell us what you're getting ready to say right before the break.
Okay. Well, one of the things we're different. Our firm is different because we work very closely with our clients. We don't just do one-off tax returns. So one of the things that we are attempting to do is, well, and let me back up. What a lot of the firms that are just tax factories do is they think that the main partners are the only ones that contact clients, meet with clients, and that know all the current information. They try to kind of keep that in there because that is that information, they feel like information is power. So if they don't share it, they're not sharing their power. We have a totally opposite view of this. We want everybody in our firm to know everything that's going on. We want them to meet with clients. We want them to interact with clients, and that has worked out very, very well. One of the ways we do that is we will have a client we'll have a client in, and I'll have a meeting with them, and we'll have one of the staff members just sit there and take notes and then learn. And what we'll do after they've done that 2 or 3 times, they can probably conduct one of these meetings. So that works out very, very nicely. And we let all of the staff participate in training. We'll assign a topic that they're interested in, let them research it, learn about it. We have good tax research and materials that we can use and hand out. And we try to use those very extensively.
Got it. I like that a lot. So you're training your people by witnessing the actions, gaining familiarity, then participating in the actions, and then full on doing it on their own.
That's right.
So that's a really good step by step process. And then of course with the training model, you're saying, hey, you take charge. We just found out a new piece of information. You be the one that research it, and then you teach it back to us. And of course, we send some of our staff to trainings every year, and they have to do coach back sessions when they get back. Even if it's a 15, 20-minute section or 2-hour session, they're going to coach back what they learned about our software, our product, AI, or whatever is on the cutting edge. So, Wayne, that is a really good strategy, and I know we both witnessed success, and you've been able to execute that very well. So here's kind of my big and final question for the night, because I know you're going to answer well. So we've been talking about, the proactive versus reactive planning, the high level communication, both internally and externally on an advisory level, getting your team to align and things like that. So when a company successfully balances these things with the pre-planning and the strong communication, and they're working with their advisors, and the internal team is aligned, what long-term advantages does that actually gain in terms of like financial health, just operational flexibility, and your overall business growth up and to the right?
I'll tell you, one of the big things that I think it does is give the client peace of mind that they know what's going on. Because one of the big things that I've seen over the years is people are very afraid of where am I going to come out? Am I going to owe money? Or am I going to get money back? I've had people that owed $50,000 before. Under our model now, they'll know that in December, and we can do something about it. If we need to prepay taxes, if we need to buy equipment, things like that. But it's very important to know on the front end what's going on, just for peace of mind, if nothing else. But just to be able to effectively run a business and to know which direction you're going, it's kind of amazing to me when I see people come in as to how many people really don't know where they're going, don't know how to get there. And when they get there, they don't even know they're there. Kind of like Columbus when he discovered America, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a great thing to have a client that listens to your advice, that listens to your videos and your emails, and when they come in, they kind of know what's going on, and it just makes a huge difference to them. They feel like that they have a direction for their business. They have the understanding to be able to make decisions that are not just based on, well, I don't know, I think I'll just do this. We have people that do that still, but that's not the majority anymore. The majority really listens to our advice, and that makes all the difference to them and to us.
I like that a lot. And so the last little component to expand that, how do you see the ripple effect? So if we're able to do that ourselves, which causes a good ripple effect into, of course, the effectiveness and how we adjust the client situation. Have you seen clients also take a little bit of that example, a little bit of that model, and put it into their companies?
Oh, absolutely. I think particularly the idea of sharing information with your staff, and trying to keep your staff, not just say, just go do that because I said go do it. That's a different mindset, and I think that a lot of people will appreciate the fact that we're all trying to do the same thing, which is just help them succeed in their business. And the employees, if you have the right kind of employees, will do the same thing. I feel like our employees are that way. They want our business to succeed, and they want our clients' businesses to succeed. This is not just a job to them. It's way more than that. And I think clients are seeing that with their employees as well when they adopt this type model.
I like that a lot. So Wayne, in kind of closing tonight, um, give us just one tiny tidbit of advice that universally every business owner could benefit from in relation to what we talked about. And when you're done with that little nugget of advice, that little piece of Wayne wisdom, go ahead and tell us where we can find Wayne Shelton CPA, and services like what you offer, in case anybody in the audience is curious on how to get a hold of you and actually sign up for your services.
Absolutely. One thing I would encourage people to do is find a firm that will work with you during the year. Now, we're not the only firm that does that. There are a number of firms across the United States. There are probably 1,000 or two, out of 60,000 accounting firms, using the term loosely. But find somebody that will work with you on the same basis that we work with people, that will keep you informed as to what changes are happening, what real changes are going to happen, what Congress has passed and the president has signed. That's what I would do, is find somebody that can help you do that. Because if you always are going to work with somebody that is a tax factory, they are not going to give you that information. That's just not their model. But a business, to be effective, needs to be. And think about the large companies. IBM, do you think that they're just going off, off the cuff with stuff? They have hundreds of people that plan and research and do all that stuff. Well, most of us small businesses don't have that, ability to do that. But your advisors can do that.
And Wayne, how do we get a hold of you, sir?
Yep, we have a website, Wayne Shelton and Associates, or Shelton and Associates. 270-442-6688 is our phone number. We're easy to find. Just call me anytime we can help.
Very good. Well, Wayne, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. For everyone else that watched this episode, I want you to take what you've heard tonight, go out into the world and see the change and be the change. And we'll be right here next time for you on Pivotal Change.
This has been a Now Media Networks feature presentation. All rights reserved.